Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to the Desire of Ages a series. Happy Sabbath. Hope you've had a good Sabbath so far. So, we're coming to the end of chapter 8. We're on the last two paragraphs of chapter 8, which we're going to finish on this episode. On the last episode, we saw how coming out of the presence of Jesus Christ, we then put ourselves in the presence of the enemy. In doing so, brothers and sisters, we entrap and ensnare ourselves with the enemy's sort of agenda, and whatever the enemy is trying to do in our lives. We entrap and ensnare ourselves, and then we stumble and we fall. So it's very important that we stay in the presence of God and in the presence of Jesus Christ. So let us finish off chapter 8. We're reading from Desire of Ages 83, paragraph 4. Now, it will be well for us to spend a thoughtful hour each day in contemplation of the life of Christ. We should take it point by point and let the imagination grasp each scene, especially the closing ones. As we thus dwell upon his great sacrifice for us, our confidence in him will be more constant, our love will be quickened, and we shall be more deeply imbued with his spirit. If we would be saved at last, we must learn the lesson of penitence and humiliation at the foot of the cross. The penitence and the humiliation that Jesus went through, we ought to study that, like it says, point by point, and let our imagination grasp the scene. The Paul says is then when we read the Bible and when we read the Word of God, especially the life of Christ, we ought to put ourselves in those scenes. Now, I'm not talking about spirituality here or spiritualism here. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is let your mind try to imagine each scene, each sort of a parable, and each teaching that Jesus had given us. And finally, as we associate together, we may be a blessing to one another. If we are Christ's, our sweetest thoughts will be of him. We should love to talk of him. As we speak to one another of his love, our hearts will be softened by divine influence. Beholding the beauty of his character, we shall be changed. We shall be changed into the same image from glory to glory. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. So as we speak to one another with regards to the love of Jesus Christ and how his life depicted complete and utter selfless love, how his life depicted self-denial, temperance in every aspect. Christ always what we observe from Christ's life is self-denial. So, brothers and sisters, that is the close of chapter 8, a wonderful chapter which started off with the Passover visit and ended on